Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown back in my cider shed with some more cider to try. And we're heading back to Kent. We're bopping all over the place at the moment because I've got so many samples from so many different people that I feel like I can't focus on one place, constantly. I have to sort of mix it up massively. So we've had Wales, Herefordshire, Somerset. Now we're going to do Kent. We're going to go back to Nightingale's. Yes, we are. To try this that Sam Nightingale sent me as a sample the other day. Thank you, Sam. Very kind of you. 5% ABV. Falstaff Bramley. Now we tried this. Did I film it? I can't remember. I tried this in bottle recently, but the bottle version is the still version, and this is the sparkling version. It's going to be interesting to see the difference. And I have to say, the still stuff from Nightingale's, I really am edging towards. I really am. I feel like, because there's a lightness of character with the culinary dessert apples, I feel like when you put sparkle into them, it makes it even lighter. And that's fine. Bubbles are nice. I like bubbles. But actually I'm finding that like if the liquid just sits on your tongue, sits on your mouth, I'm getting more character than if it's fizzy, which is interesting. I'd never really thought of that before with these styles of ciders. But I feel like I'm edging towards that. But then most people are going to want the fizzy one. But I drink so much cider that my brain's probably in a different place than most people, so I'm not that representative. Probably. I've opened it now. We're going to have to drink it. What does it say on the side? Falstaff Bramley is a classic well-fermented Kentish cider. I love the fact they're well-fermented. It's brilliant. A refreshing and crisp aromatic cider that perfectly balances the fruit-forward Falstaff with the zingy acidity of Bramley apples. The result is a flavoursome, thirst-quenching cider that will delight all drinkers. Semi-dry sparkling cider. Semi-dry, yep, 5.5, cool. Spilt some on the table. No matter. Oops. Got some stuff in the glass. Spilt some on the floor now. No matter. Spilt some on my knee. Doesn't matter. There you go. So as we come to expect, totally different colour from this style of cider. These styles of apples, much lighter in colour, much lower in tannin. Not so much colour from those. Just as an example, I've got to get one of Phil's upland ciders. See the difference in there? Look at that. Cider apples. Eating apples. Okay. Now I think maybe they let them macerate the cider apples, which means they'll get a little bit more oxygen to them, which will make the tannins go brown. With these guys, whether they try to avoid any oxygenation, just to keep that bright colour, because people expect that kind of colour, I think, in this style of cider. So they have to want to minimise contact with oxygen just to keep that brightness, because that's what people expect. I don't know, or whether it is just to do with the lack of tannins or a combination of those factors. Possibly all three, whatever. Anyway, there you go. Nice head on that though. Lovely creamy looking head. Let me smell it. Nice. There's a leafiness to that. Do you want to say first off? There's a leafiness and there's almost a round creamy element, but then I'm getting that, what I associate with sharp malic character you get from Bramley apples. Actually, I want to say I'm thinking of the collaboration that Nightingale's did with Ross and Rye, when it's 50% Bramley, and boy oh boy, that packed an acid punch, that baby. Kind of freaked me out, but I had to keep going back. It was insane. And Sam was saying actually, every time he drinks it, it's evolving, it's changing. So I'd be interested to see what happens to that. I think I've got another bottle looking out somewhere, so if so, I'll just leave it for a while, and then try it in a few months, see what happens. Yeah, I must get like a gooseberry green gauge thing, but there's a creaminess to it. Yeah, it's nice. Pleasant nose. Right, got a tweet there. You're welcome. Let's try it. So this has some sugar, but it's brilliantly balanced by the acidity. It really is. It really is. For most people, they'd think this was dry. I think they said it was medium dry on the can, didn't they? Semi-dry. Let's say that's medium dry. But there's the bold acidity from the Bramley is totally neutralising that sweetness. It's a really good balance, actually. I like that. It's just a hint of sweetness and bang, gets flattened by the acidity. But there's just enough of it there. It just works. It just works. I like it. Feels like some tannin in this though as well. Soft tannin. There's a bit of astringency in the mouth. I'm not sure what's causing that. And I associate that with tannin. But I don't think there's a lot of tannin in these apples. So it must be maybe something else, possibly. Maybe it's acidity, maybe some sort of drying element from acid, which is not something I've ever read about or known about. I'm just guessing. Really appley, really crisp. If you like those green tart apples, if you like sort of gooseberry, green gage sort of flavours, you know, this is the sort of thing. And actually, as I've said before, the sparkliness, it's quite fine mousse. It's not an aggressively big bubble. It feels like quite a moussey thing. So when I'm sucking the air over my palate, which you see me do, which I know looks daft, but it's the best way to taste stuff. You know, it fizzes up in your mouth. You get this big moussey texture in your mouth, which is very pleasant indeed. So yeah, I do like the bubbles in this. It's quite fine. Yeah, totally different beast to what I normally drink, but I can fully appreciate it. I'm actually paying a visit to Turner's tomorrow. Matt Turner, I believe, I will be meeting. We're going to go around and try some stuff straight out of the fermenters. That'll be exciting. So that's another Kentish producer. Get some of his stuff. Yeah, and I'll be trying that as well. Exciting. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me in my shed. If you can get some of this, get some. I think it, for the style, it's great. I really do. Come back and see me again. Until then, cheers.